I'm not even privy to those.
I mean, he's horrible, but also Hastings kind of deserves it. You're alright, it's Murder Mystery Monday once again. We are back playing the London case. We're at the start of chapter 7. So what's happened so far? We have had a painting stolen, a young lady has been murdered, there are affairs, there are forgeries, people have been lying to us, and we have just discovered that Evelyn and the lady who was murdered, Miss Quartermythe, were very close, and we're just going to dive in and find out what's going on. So this was the end of the last video. That Madame Hélène has confirmed the surprise appearance of her husband during the intermission of her show, and is expected she...
Monsieur Hastings, there is something troubling you?
If I may speak freely.
You go ahead,
You
bud.
do not have to ask my permission.
You're a grown man. Hang on a second. There we go.
This is all very overwhelming. We seem to be taking one step forward and 2 steps back.
It's what happens with all these kind of intrigue and...
I can understand your confusion, but you cannot allow it to consume you and your emotions to take charge.
Sometimes things are tangled.
Easier said than done. I just...
Oui, monsieur?
Must you be so hard on her?
Yes.
I presume you refer to Mademoiselle Farquhar.
I'm going to be hard. This is a murder inquiry.
You talk about emotions not taking charge.
She is a suspect in a murder investigation, not a guest at afternoon tea.
You better remember that, Hastings.
If Mademoiselle Farquhar is more important than discovering the truth and finding justice...
I would have thought you would know better of me by now. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with how you spoke to her.
When it is your investigation, you will have the authority to conduct your questioning how you see fit.
Get him, Poirot.
Until then, I will continue in a manner that has and continues to bring criminals to justice.
To be fair, though, you could learn how to tell people that somebody's died in a much better way because, frankly, Poirot, you've been awful at it.
And I'll just keep my opinions to myself.
You do that, Hastings. You do that.
Let us focus on the case. What do we know about Mademoiselle Warbeck's relationship with the deceased?
Mr. Christensen suggested she had romantic feelings towards Irene, but she was just another of her pawns.
She cleaned the master key to hide Mademoiselle Quartermythe's actions. But perhaps she then became worried about her own
forgot about
involvement.
that.
You think she could have
Forgot
killed
about
her
that.
to stop the truth coming out to the trustees?
Which would in turn ruin her career. It is certainly a possibility.
Feels very convoluted, though. Chapter 7, The Secrets. Secret. Okay. Let's go see who we can talk to. Who is here? Who can we talk to? Do I have something in my inventory? What's this? I have matches? Where did I get matches from? Where are they from? Anybody? Hello? Hello? Oh, I can't. Can I not speak to?
Mademoiselle Warbeck, if you have a moment.
I'm actually rather busy. Is there any chance you could come back later?
I would have thought recovering your painting and identifying a murderer would be at the top of your priority list.
What is going on?
I'm sorry. It's just been so hectic here. I can spare 5 minutes.
Okay. What's your relationship with the Honourable Bishop Mountjoy?
Honourable? That's a good one.
I get
I
the
mean,
sense
yeah.
you two spend your time butting faces.
Butting heads.
Butting heads.
Although butting faces is quite a
Oui,
funny
butting heads.
malapropism. Malaprism.
It would be easier to say what we do agree on.
Was it malapropism? Malaprism? Malapropism? Can't remember.
I don't know what he has against me. I didn't like one of his suggestions for an exhibition. And since then, he's made it pretty clear he wants me gone.
What exhibition was this? What is to become of her work?
Usually after an exhibition, the artist's work would be returned to them.
But on this occasion, that is not an option.
I
Next
still
kin.
have every intention of going ahead with the exhibit that includes her work, even if the trustees are against it.
I mean, the museum
I'm
had a
still
pretty
the
bad
curator
rep.
of this museum. I'm hanging her work now, and that's that.
Okay.
I recall Mademoiselle Court-Smythe referred to the exhibit as hers. The level of arrogance and hypocrisy is now even more evident.
Is it though?
You have been most helpful.
Okay. Is there anybody else here? Anybody else here that we can talk to? Let's go and check the restoration room. Anything we can see here?
Huh.
What do we have? Composition of paints and pigments.
Huh.
Trustee meeting minutes. Minutes confirm that both Bishop Mountjoy and Mademoiselle Warbeck were present at the meeting. What's this?
Oh.
Mademoiselle Warbeck's date planner. Let's see. Saturday, 2 p.m. closed meeting. Okay. Saturday, 2 p.m. closed meeting. Nothing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, 1 p.m. interview. Thomas Keith, Heritage Manager. Thursday, delivery of William Marshall armour. That's my father-in-law's name. Saturday, gala event. Sunday, trustee meeting. PM, time to be confirmed. Monday, Irene Court-Smith, details of show. Although it's a very Scottish name, there are so many William Marshalls. Attendees, trustees, Right Honourable Bishop Mountjoy, Baron Monsieur Roberts, Sir S. Hargreaves, Curator Evelyn Lakshmi Warbeck, Secretary Daniel Freeman, Observing Major Butler of the 9th Queen's Royal Lancers, price of exhibition increase, Ancient Rome exhibition extension, appropriate behaviour of staff on site, restriction of school children per exhibit. Wow. Composition of... I can look up the composition of any paint colour here. Okay, well, that will obviously become relevant at some point. Let's go and have a little chat. Let's see if Hastings can further this. Perhaps we should take a minute to consider our unsolved mysteries. Let's get back to the scene. Okay. We're gonna see if we can find Horace. Because he's been mentioned a couple of times now. So obviously he has been behaving a little bit sketchy. Theatre Street. Okay, well he's not there. So where would he be? Maybe let's try Theatre Street. Maybe he's in Theatre Street. I don't see why he would be. Is it going dark? Hello, goodbye. It's just a random gentleman. Oh! Oh, he is! Oh, hello. Didn't expect
Your
to find you
Grace.
here.
Detective Poirot, good morning. Can I assume there is still a murderer loose on the streets?
Not for long, sir.
London is a very large city. I would fathom a guess that there is more than one, as I have not had the chance to arrest him yet.
Your confidence astounds me. Look, you had better make it quick.
Will do.
I'm meeting the young Russian girl here. She had some questions about the museum building at the gala. Questions I'm sure only I can answer.
Okay. Tell me about your relationship with Mademoiselle Warbeck.
God teaches us to forgive and love thy neighbor.
Hmm.
Sometimes that can be more challenging than expected.
Okay.
Has she offended you personally?
Using the museum for her sordid meetings with those uncouth men.
What
I'd
uncouth
say
man?
so.
She doesn't strike me as someone that would be caught up in that sort of thing.
Well, you don't think any woman
And
would?
what sort of thing am I referring to?
Uncouth men, sir. Uncouth
Well,
men.
Exactly. If you don't know, it would be wise to remain quiet until you're spoken to.
I'm very conflicted about Horace because he's obviously terrible, but also some of the things that he says are just absolutely wonderful. Like, basically telling Hastings to shut up. It's quite funny.
I walked in on them in the restoration room a couple of weeks ago. I had come straight from my regular Sunday service, as I had some business to tend to. I opened the door and saw them all sitting there, scheming and planning.
Scheming and planning, you
You
say?
are not aware of what they were meeting about.
Do you need to wash your ears out? I just told you what they were up to. And I could see she had the financial books out. Why would she need them? I'm not even privy to those.
I mean, he's horrible, but also Hastings kind of deserves it.
And when she saw me, they stopped talking immediately. Surely that is a sign of their guilt?
Well,
Merci, Your Grace.
it could just be a sign that you are present in the room. You know what I mean? What was first appeared to be black market dealings with Mademoiselle Courtsmith alone now appears to be a far more lucrative and expanded operation. Yeah, there's a big thing going on here. Priority is speaking with Mademoiselle Warbeck. Can we speak to him? New mind map unlock. What have I unlocked? Mademoiselle Warbeck's actions have been noticeably suspicious as of late. Monsieur Hastings and I should determine the reason for such behaviour. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Evelyn met with a strange, uncouth man. Evelyn is withholding financial information from Horace. Meeting with Irene. Irene forgot Magdalene painting. Trusty meeting minutes. Irene's cash book. Irene copying Percy Blackford. Oh. Was she? Have we missed some? Oh, we need to go and have time blocked out in a date planner. Walked on and see. We need to investigate this. Okay. Let's see. Maybe those two?
The evidence suggests something else.
Oh, what else would it suggest then? Let's see. Maybe it's to do with the meeting. Let's link those two. Oh, there we go. A secret meeting was held, but for what reason? Financial. 2 hours were blocked out for something 1 week ago, but there was no indication what time it was for. Clandestine meetings.
Go on, then.
Does your conflict with Mademoiselle Warbeck not affect the museum?
You make it sound as though it is I that has a problem with her.
I mean...
Forgive me, have I misinterpreted?
If you cannot even understand what I have to say,
You're a complicated
how
character.
will you ever understand what Jesus and his Father in heaven require of you?
You are a tiny bit insane, sir. You do have a tendency to jump at shadows, Your Grace, you know what I
That is
mean?
perhaps a matter best discussed at a later time. What I wish to know now is about you and Mademoiselle Warbeck.
There is no need to lose one's temper, Detective. The Lord tells us
Your Grace, please.
a
feel
lesson
like he's
for
obfuscating.
another time. Let's just say that I certainly wouldn't have given that common thief an exhibition, especially now.
You know that she's a thief?
Merci, Your Grace.
Okay, let's go back to the museum. Matches, box of matches. Why does it keep telling me I've got a box of matches? Talk to Evelyn, talk to her. Alright, okay, let's have a look. Is there something I need to... No. Okay, let's go back to the museum. Something good. There's a larger conspiracy afoot here. Which is fine. We can deal with that. Let's go have a little look in the restoration room. I'll talk to her in a second. I feel like I missed something. I always get that feeling though. I always feel like I've missed something. Usually I have. It's fine. It's my little lizard brain. You know what I mean? Okay. Little lizard brain goes, oh, you missed something. Can we go in here? No. Go in here? No. Oh! Oh, we can go in here. Oh, interesting. Another safe storage area. Oh, discoveries. We have a note. A note that reads safe combination. However, there are no numbers anywhere to be seen. Oil paint. Homemade oil paint named Prussian Blue. Homemade oil paint labelled Naples Yellow. Oh, that's going to be the combination, isn't it? Let's go and have a look. Prussian Blue. Napoli. Naples. Is this the painting that she was... That must be. Yeah, she must be. Obviously, we've seen... I can look at the composition of any paint colour in here. Prussian Blue. Page 358. Prussian Blue. One noticeable ingredient. Cyanide. Mademoiselle Warbeck has the knowledge and I presume the required ingredients to make all of these colours. Naples, page 9. Naples yellow, created by heating lead oxide with antimony oxide and mixing together. Okay, so what was Prussian Blue? 358 and 9, wasn't it? Okay, let's go open a safe. Let's go open a safe. I like how everyone's leaving their safe combinations everywhere. That's very helpful of them. 3, 5, 8, 9, wasn't it? 9. Oh no, 3, 5. What? Was it 8 instead? Let's go back and check. Have I just assumed it was 9 and it wasn't 9? I know 3, 5, 8. Is my dyslexia kicking my butt again? Page 9? No, it was. So those are the right... Oh, I wonder if it's the other way around then. Maybe it's 9, 9, 3, 5, 8. Let's try that. Let's have a little look.
Huh.
Yeah. Let's try 9, 3, 5, 8. Ooh. 9, 3, 5, 8. Yeah, I had it the wrong way around. Aha! If I lay the contents on the table, I should be able to inspect them more closely. Okay, let's do that. Inspect the contents. We have museum financial books, museum's accounts books. These are 2 payments of £250 noted here, but without any indication of who the money went to. What do we have here? A letter from Mademoiselle Court Smythe to Mademoiselle Warbeck, in which she warmly thanks her for taking an interest in her art. Mademoiselle Warbeck has taken care to keep it safe. And An interesting style of art, one that I'm not familiar with. That looks like... Oh, what was the name of that artist? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's been a very long time since I did art history. Right. I wonder if maybe she's a bit of a patsy. Black market evidence. So... artist work. Let's link those together.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Thomas Keith and Edward Linley. Edward Linley and Thomas Keith are the artists responsible for the work found in Mademoiselle Warbeck's. Yeah. That was my brain was like, I know this. I know this, but I cannot think what they are. So if that, I would consider that. If somebody's been paid, they've been paid for those paintings. Mademoiselle Warbeck is only doing what she can to introduce a new audience to the museum and bring it into the 20th century. By displaying fakes? She's trying to modernise the museum. By displaying fakes. Okay. Let's go talk to Hastings and then talk to... Perhaps we should take a minute to consider our unsolved mysteries. Why did Mademoiselle Warbeck hold a secret meeting? Let's have a look. Irene is copying Percy Blackford's work. Evelyn is withholding financial. She is trying to modernise the meeting. So why would she have held a meeting? Is it because she's trying to modernise the museum, maybe?
Bishop Mountjoy was quite adamant Mademoiselle Warbeck's meeting was something untoward. Although I believe anything she does, he will likely look upon negatively.
Possibly.
To have a young woman undermine him in front of the other trustees would have been the ultimate insult.
Potentially, yeah.
He allows his personal feelings to accentuate his cynical side, instead of allowing facts and evidence to show the truth, as one should. Mademoiselle Warbeck was doing nothing detrimental to the museum. In fact, quite the opposite with her attempt to modernize it, likely against the old-fashioned trustees' opinions.
Was she, though? I mean, was she? Although Bishop Mountjoy was quite adamant that Mademoiselle Warbeck was up to something underhanded, it's clear she's not, and far from being involved in the black market. How? Okay, well, I don't understand. I don't understand. For as far as I'm concerned, that's kind of showing that she is. Has she bought these paintings, or has she had them forged? Because if she's having them forged, then that is underhand. Okay, I don't really...
Go right ahead, Detective.
Hopefully this will clear us. Would you allow me to see the museum's financial books?
Is it necessary?
Seen them already.
You do not wish to impede my investigation?
No, but I don't really understand what they have to do with the case.
It is important that...
That is quite all right, mademoiselle. It was not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable.
Okay. The meetings you arranged without the trustees' knowledge.
I wonder who you've been talking to. What did he tell you? That I've been up to no good?
Well, you're up to something.
Not in so many words.
I was meeting with artists for a new exhibition. He has no idea what he is talking about when it comes to art. Or really anything for that fact.
Okay.
He can't see the future. The new wave that will change the art world forever.
Oh, there's always a new wave of art.
As well as the uncouth gentleman you met, he also mentioned the financial books.
Uncouth? Anyone not wearing full priest robes is uncouth to him. I wouldn't show Horace the finances because it has nothing to do with him. And he's simply looking for any excuse to have me fired. Nothing more.
Okay. Tell me about Bishop Mountjoy's relationship with Mademoiselle Courtsmith.
Well, considering he didn't want her work anywhere near the museum, I wouldn't have said they had one at all. Then the next thing I heard was that he had commissioned her to do some pieces for his church. I didn't know anything about it until Irene told me.
Okay, that's strange.
Do you know what he had commissioned her to paint?
Oh, we might have to go and have a look at these.
No idea, I'm afraid. She was sworn to secrecy.
I think she's done the Stations of the Cross. Or at
Yeah,
least
they
some of the
must have
Stations of
them.
the Cross. Let's go and ask Horace. I wonder which one she did. Sometimes I feel like I don't know if I've missed information or I've just not been paying attention, because sometimes stuff appears and I'm like, when did we learn that? Like, maybe it's just me. It's just me. I mean, I do have a little bit of brain damage. It's fine. It is what it is. I do my best. I do my best.
Go on, then.
Okay. I understand that you had paintings commissioned.
You'll have to be more specific than that, Detective.
You know what I'm on
The
about,
paintings
sir.
produced by Mademoiselle Courtsmith's brush.
Oh, yes. Well, I thought it was necessary if she was to feature in the museum.
Okay.
You couldn't just use her other pieces as reference?
He wanted to see if she could actually paint.
I suppose I could have, but I don't actually see why it is any concern of yours. It is not as though I kept it anyway. I wasn't happy with it clogging up my bin, let alone my museum.
Okay.
Merci, Your Grace.
What first appeared to be black market dealings with Mademoiselle Courtsmith alone now appears to be far more lucrative and expanded operation. Horace's black market evidence. Bishop Mountjoy's vocal distrust of Mademoiselle Warbeck may have been nothing more than a distraction from his own immoral activities. Perhaps we should focus our attention on him. What? Irene's cash book, Irene copying Percy Blackford's work, Irene forged Magdalene's painting, Horace may be involved in black market. Horace mentioned seeing stolen painting, Horace commissioned painting. Oh yeah, because he got Miss Babanya, she saw him going with a painting. I definitely feel like I'm missing things. It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's go and have a little look in the church. Right, we're at the altar. Let's have a look at the altar. What do we have here? The Bible. Curious sketches on the back of the bishop's own Bible. Okay. I was like, what else can we go and look at? Let's have a little. Let's go and have a little look at these paintings. 6th Station of the Cross. What do we have? Two things to discover here. Veronica wiping Jesus' face.
Oh.
The headdress is such a vibrant colour of yellow. What else is there? Has it been restored, maybe? What's this down here?
Aha.
Signed, Percy Blackford. If this was an original painting from the era of Percy Blackford, the bright yellow of the headdress would have dulled considerably. I suspect this painting to be a forgery of the original. A sloppy forgery if it is.
Oh.
Station of the Cross painting, nothing particularly noticeable stands out for me. I'm just going to look at all of them, I think. Station of the Cross. Okay.
Huh.
Okay, that's where he falls.
Huh.
There's some more on the other side.
Aha.
Okay. Let's have a look at the other side of the church. There will be more. Yeah, there's more here. What here? Okay.
Huh.
Nothing particularly noticeable stands out. Oh, there's one. Are they on here as well? Oh, they've tucked them into the alcoves. Ninth station. What is... Oh, the part. So that was the sketch that was in the Bible.
Ah.
Geometric decoration on this clay pot has an indentation in it.
Oh.
His final stumble before reaching Calvary. This is the second fall. Is it the second or the third? I feel like there's something missing here.
Ah.
The cross. Okay.
Ah.
A hole in the panel where Bartholomew hid previously. With some effort I could reach in. What's this? A hexagonal metal tube. I shall hold on to it until I can make sense of its purpose. My opinion has not changed. It looks like a most uncomfortable... They are. But they're not meant to be comfortable, you know what I mean? 8th station. Let's have a look. Where's number 7?
Aha.
They all come to see the last stage of Jesus' mortal life.
Oh.
Let's have a look here. Anything else?
Oh.
The geometric decoration on this clay pot has an indentation in it. What else would be here? What else would be here? A little look at Jeebus.
Aha.
The saviour of mankind being treated every which way except for how he should. I've seen many, many versions of these paintings over the years. Good old lapsed Catholic, you know what I mean? Have we looked at everything? Let's have a look. What have we missed? We looked at the other ones, didn't we? 7th?
Huh.
The 7th station of the cross painting was most definitely here earlier. Where could it have gone? Oh, it's missing. Okay. Right. We have one. Bishop Mountjoy's church. Irene copying. Is it a forgery? Forgery signed Percy Blackford. Or is Stations of the Cross a forgery? At Bishop Mountjoy's request, she made copies of the Stations of the Cross paintings. Okay. Forged Stations of the Cross. And he... What else do we have? So he maybe did that?
Another success.
Why would he request copies of paintings his church already had hanging on its wall? To sell them, maybe? Is he involved in black market stuff? He may be involved in... See what's close by. There we go.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Someone say a trick.
I would say a moment of genius.
Bishop Mountjoy is replacing original artworks from the church with Mademoiselle Court Smythe's forgeries and then selling the originals. I wonder if he's done the same in the museum. Potentially. potentially. What was
It
the...
appears that the good bishop has been replacing the church's original artworks with fakes painted by Mademoiselle Court Smythe. He commissioned her to make these forgeries so that no one would notice when the originals disappeared.
Disappearing where, though? You don't think he's selling them, do you?
Potentially.
Why else? Mademoiselle Babagnan appears to have been right about the bishop's connection to the black market.
I mean, really, how often do you study large pieces of artwork in a place that you're very familiar with?
Now
Like,
he's
would you
things we
notice if
must
something had
ask ourselves.
changed? I mean, I think that in the back of your brain, you'd be like, something has changed it, but you wouldn't be able to pinpoint what it
might
was.
Bishop Mountjoy be hiding the original paintings from the church before he sells them on?
In the confessional, maybe? Okay, where might he be hiding them? He appeared to disappear, didn't he? Shards of glass near the altar. Space behind the confessional?
We must gain access to the space behind the confessional.
Ah, that's why he appeared to disappear. Right, so what did we learn from the paintings? Right, what do I have in my inventory? Let's have a look. Metal tube, hexagonal metal tube. Oh, that... I know something. The clay part had a little indentation. It appears I can use this tool to rotate parts of the painting. Let us take a closer look. Combination. Oh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need to find a combination. Okay. Where can I find the combination? Let's have a little look. Where did we see... Maybe in the Bible? Maybe it's written in the Bible. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look.
Huh.
How is it set? Oh, so that one's on its side and the other one's tilted. Right. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We're going to put this one on its side. And then we're going to find the other one, which I think is on the other painting. Choop. Do fits the indentation? Yes, we're going to do it. Let's take a closer look. And this one was on its side. Okay. Nothing happened. It's fine. We're going to go in this one. Rotate it round. Rotate it, rotate it, rotate it. There we go. Think it's this painting? Yes. That one. Tube fits in the indentation. Use a tool to rotate part of the painting. Gonna rotate it just a little bit. Nothing happened. Okay. Voila!
Why don't you have a look first?
Do not tell me you are afraid of the dark.
Not the dark, just pitch black, eerie passages in old churches.
It's where all the fun stuff is, Hastings. It's where they hide all the fun
Poirot,
stuff.
where are we?
Probably in a catacomb.
If I am not mistaken, this is part of the secret tunnels that were built hundreds of years ago to sneak those that did not agree with the powers of the country out.
And why exactly are we in here?
For the lols.
The why must never be obvious. That is the whole point.
Right.
Okay, let's have a look what we've got in here. I think these look like little painting stashes. You know what I mean? Oh, what was that? What was that?
Oh.
It has been slashed in the face. Someone has quite ruthlessly taken an instrument across the painting. Back of the canvas is visible here. It looks like it was previously used to paint something that looks suspiciously like a Monet. Are they hiding things underneath? Someone's quite... Yeah, okay. Anything else? What's this?
Aha.
In every way, this looks like it could be the original.
We have our third forgery. There is evidence of a much more modern painting on the back of the canvas.
Thank goodness. Don't know how I would explain finding the original in such a state.
Well, where the flip is the original?
Bishop Mountjoy must have discovered the painting that he received from Mademoiselle Court-Smythe was one of her forgeries.
Hmm.
And lashed out. Now it makes sense. He's been using this room to store his own private art collection. I can picture him sitting here, smug as anything, surrounded by stolen paintings.
Do you know that is a thing? Like, some people steal things just to own them. As in, like, they have, some people even buy things. If they have a lot of money, they will buy something very important and they will hide it away in a little room just for them to access, or whoever they want to access it, and they get like a nice warm feeling inside that, like, I've got this thing that nobody else can see.
What I find
Which
most
I feel like
unfortunate,
kind of the point of art is to be seen.
Is that not only does he deprive the world of beauty and joy from seeing these works, but he also keeps them in such dark and dank conditions, the old fool.
I mean, if it's wet down there.
He's even having to light his candle clock to keep from drifting off down here. Such a waste, don't you think, Poirot?
A candle clock.
one's opinions are now worth listening to.
I was only voicing my thoughts.
You have thoughts beside those of Mademoiselle Farquhar?
Really,
Ben.
Poirot? You still think so little of me?
He's only known you for 5 minutes, but he's got you pegged.
When one exclaims such regard for a suspect in a murder investigation, it is hard not to think any other way and comment so.
Hastings does that a lot. He has a sweet... He has a blind spot for women.
You may not be so accustomed to the idea of showing, or at least having, some form of empathy for our fellow man.
There is a difference between empathy and lust.
Yes,
There is a difference between commenting and being rude and obnoxious.
Is there, though?
I was not expecting Monsieur Hastings to be so sensitive on the matter. Perhaps this conversation is best saved for when we are not trapped together.
Hastings is fine.
What was that?
It was probably...
Oh, just the bishop's candle clock. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of this place. Let's get out of here. What are you doing, Poirot?
That's how he set the fire.
S'il vous plaît, un moment.
The bishop's candle clock has forced me to question everything of the murder scene that I previously thought I knew.
Oh, say I was right.
We must return to Mademoiselle Court-Smythe's apartment.
Perhaps that is a job best left for you, by yourself.
Yeah, whatever. Just having a little tantrum. The bishop's candle and nail alarm clock has me reconsidering the evidence of the fireplace. I must re-examine it. See, I clocked that before of like... Someone had placed something in the candle so that it then set the accelerant on light. Something about the candles melting now feels odd to me. The necklace with the pin through it, I'll take it. Perhaps I could conduct a little experiment to recreate what actually happened here. It's a bit concerning that the rug is still smouldering. You know what I mean? What else? What else? What else would be here? What else would be here? The sibling of the missing candle, I believed it to have survived due to its distance from the scorch marks, but now I'm not so sure. With the Bishop Mountjoy candle alarm clock in mind, I must conduct a small experiment. Okay. Yeah, I think he's used the necklace with pin through it. There's something else I must do first. I need to get a candle. That's what I need. I need a candle. Where would I get a candle from? Candle, candle, candle. Got here, console table. Empty bottle of champagne. Only half the crate remains. What have we got down here? There we go. Box of candles. Survives fire. Some brand new candles remain intact. Take one. And bottle is empty but smells strongly of turpentine. Right, let's go and do a little bit of science. I'm gonna do a little bit of science. Okay. So, candle. There would be a candle here before the heat fire melted it. Then we're going to put in the necklace. Okay. Just like the nail, bishop candle could be pushed into this candle like so. Necklace would have been wrapped around the candle, something like this. As the wax melted, the pin fell, the necklace would be poured over the side, the weight eventually tipping the candle. Time to put this theory to the test. Okay. Matches.
Et maintenant.
Okay.
I believe myself to be the greatest detective in the most prestigious police force in the world.
Modest.
I've been duped and swindled, falling directly into the trap laid by the killer. And now I stand here alone, contemplating what is to come next.
I knew that.
Monsieur Hastings was quick to make his excuses to retire to his abode and not return to the scene of the crime by my side.
He's going to see Miss
There is not
Farquhar.
something further that troubles him. One does not need added strains at a time when steps must be retraced and a new timeline considered. Sacré. I have spent my time staring into the sun when deceit and deception has taken place in the shadows. A murderer remains free. But the truth of the fire eludes Detective Hercule Poirot no more, and soon neither will their identity.
See, I clocked that straight away, Poirot. You know what I mean? I clocked it straight away.
I cannot believe I allowed myself to fall for such a deceptive move. The killer knew I would ask for an alibi, and they knew how to cover their tracks perfectly.
Naughty. And on that note, we're going to end, because that is the end of the chapter. And if you would like to come back for chapter 8, there is an end card coming up with a link back into my channel. You can like, subscribe, watch some other videos. If you'd like to hang out with me somewhere else, I have a second channel that's linked in the description. Anchors in Time, you can come and hang out with me over there. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a lovely week. I'll see you soon. Bye.